I thought, even if the library had a sale, I wasn't like getting too excited to go because I'm like, they're probably just gonna get rid of their old books. I was actually surprised that they had all these kinds of books. Hey bookworms! Mom here, aka Sarah.
And Char.
And welcome back to our channel. From the title, you guys will already see today's video is no other than a thrifting video, but this time it is not from thrift shops like usual. It is from where?
Our local library. It's from our local library, y'all, from a book fair that they recently had. We were so happy that we actually got to go there because that's like our first official kind of library book fair.
Yeah, so we've been watching other booktubers, and I was explaining to Charlotte that this is a cool thing about booktube. Like, you share things, but you also get to learn things. And because thrifting is a thing that we do, I've also noticed that people didn't just thrift, especially people in the US, because we're Canadian booktubers. But people in the US didn't only thrift at thrift shops, they were thrifting at the local library. And I kept thinking, I don't recall our library doing that.
Yeah.
And then Charlotte went on the hunt, and lo and behold, our library was having a book sale.
Exactly. Yeah. I found out 2 months prior, so I was literally counting down the days because I was so excited. They had really good prices there, y'all. It was $1 for paperback, $2 for hardcover.
And it's interesting though too, because we've been preparing to go, but then my vehicle broke down. My vehicle was in the shop, and I just, you know what? I was like, you just go. I told Char to just go with hubby. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood. I think the vehicle being down just kind of got to me a little bit too. So anyways, Charlotte went, she went to this book fair and she filmed some snippets, which I'll include here for you guys. That's okay.
Yes. Yeah, he bought it when
Okay, good. There were a lot of books. A lot of books.
Yeah. You'll see it. I don't think I filmed all of them because there's still, this is like a fraction, y'all. But you're seeing, right? That's just a fraction of what was really there. There's so many.
And the cool thing is, while she was there, she just sent me titles. She's shopping, she checked out her stuff, and then she checked out areas for me. And then she was sending me titles and sending me pictures, so I was able to kind of shop along. I was back here going to Goodreads and rating everything, and I'm like, yes or no, or yes or no. And lo and behold, I have my stack is huge. So yeah, this was actually really fun. Even though I wasn't physically there, I was there because your girl got to choose all the books that she got. Yeah. So as per usual, we're just gonna jump into the haul. If you're new here, we like to do thrift videos as well as reading vlogs and just all bookish type things. So hope you guys enjoy. Don't hit the subscribe button if you like that type of stuff. And yeah, let's get into the haul.
First book is The Book of Us, and to be honest, I totally forgot that I had this in my pile. I picked it up to look at it and read the synopsis, and I just never put it back down.
Have you heard about this book before?
I've heard about it before. It got I think it got pretty good ratings, you know? And I think it's just really a short kind of summer read. This guy and this girl, he writes this book of poetry for her or something like that, right? To win her over, or he makes her mad and then he has to win her over again. So anyway, something like that.
One of the first ones that I got is Take a Hint, Dani Brown, and I have gotten, I now have Eve, was it Eve Brown? I have Eve Brown. I read Chloe Brown. I still yet to get that one, but I thrifted Eve Brown at the thrift shop in immaculate condition. I also saw Chloe Brown. Remember we saw Chloe Brown at the actual bookstore?
Yeah.
That cover wouldn't have gone with the ones that I now have, but it was so cute. Oh, I wish yeah. Anyways, let me know if you guys have read this series. I was telling you, like, listening to the audio a little bit was a little different. I'm trying to give the book I'm going to give the book a different chance because, like, if you're not a huge, like, smut reader, when you're listening to the audio, you can't just skip. So it's very different. As you're reading, you can skip, like, you know, certain things that you don't want to read. Right? You don't have to, exactly.
You can skim with your eyes.
You can skim, exactly. So anyways, I grabbed that, and the covers of them, the cover of them is they're kind of cute. So yeah, I got that one. Char suggested I do two, and she does one because I got a little bit more than her again this time. Another one that we got was the Woman. Was it Woman? It's just called Woman on the Edge. It's just called Woman on the Edge, and I've glimpsed this before. It is a thriller. I actually didn't know fully what it was about, but it was a thriller that got amazing reviews. So I was like, heck yeah, given that, like what Charlotte said, paperbacks were $1 and hardcovers were $2. You can't go wrong with these prices because it's $1. And look at and they're like brand new. Makes me question what the library was doing with them. Were they not being rented out?
Next one for me is Color Me In, and I think it's about this. Or okay, funny story. This was one that I got for the library like 2 years ago or something. I kept like renting it, but like I never actually read it.
Oh, okay.
And it's so fun. This might be the same copy that I rented because
probably
it's probably the same copy. But it's so fun that it was there, and I actually just like picked it up. I'm like, I'm gonna get this because there's no point in just keep renting it. It's about like this girl named Neve.
Yeah, Neve.
Yeah, Neve, and she's mixed, so she's trying to figure out like which of her two like sides, like cultures, she's like more connected to, and it's like the tug between the two, and like her trying to figure out her own self. So yeah, relatable.
Nice.
But yeah, really cute.
Okay, so the next one that I got is All the Queen's Men, and apparently this is like a movie or a TV series. I didn't know that, but I feel like I've heard of this before. When you actually sent me this one to look at, I'm like, I think I heard it before, but I don't recall. If maybe there's another cover, but this one is what, 2 years old. It came out about 2 years ago, but it's like an amateur detective. Queen Elizabeth II is back in this hugely entertaining follow-up, The Windsor Knot, in which Her Majesty must determine how a missing painting is connected to the shocking death of a staff member inside Buckingham Palace. It sounds really interesting, and it did get super, super good reviews. I keep emphasizing that because, like I say, guys, it's thrifting, right? So if I'm thrifting and I don't know, I don't usually always let that depict, but it's really good feedback to know that a lot of people liked it. So
exactly,
especially when I'm picking it up. And yes, while they are $1 and I feel like I could just still pick it up, it has to go somewhere on my bookshelf. And if you guys have been watching our thrifting videos, you know that my TBR is humongadunga. It's huge. It is so huge. I will have to give you guys a tour at some point, but this one made it there, and I'm excited because it has it is like in mint condition. It's like brand new. I don't even know if it's from the library. It got sold at the library, but like,
right?
It's not even written up. You know, some books that come from the library do have the sticker. That's the thing that you have to be mindful of if you are thrifting it there. It will come with like a sticker and a stamp and like a thing indicating the library that it's from, but not all of them. I'm pleasantly surprised. So I don't know if it is that people just drop them off to kind of support the library sale.
Oh yeah, they had a whole donation there too.
Okay,
so that was
So people were donating books, which is cool, and I'm sure a lot of the librarians read as well.
Exactly.
They probably just donate some of the books. So anyway.
Next one I got is Sugartown Queens, and I'd actually never heard of this one until I saw it. I was like, look at this cover.
The cover is giving.
It just drags you in. Like, look at that.
It's cute.
And this girl, she's mixed too,
yeah,
right? And I think it's about her and just trying to find her father because she doesn't know who he is. So it's basically her trying to find who her dad is, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was like, let me pick this up because it got good reviews, and Like, come on, we all need some more like black girl books, right?
That's right.
But yeah, the cover is really given.
The cover is beautiful.
Yeah.
So another one that Charlotte got me is this one, When the Summer Was Ours. And I viewed this one in Costco actually a while back when it first came out. So yeah, that was there. But it did get really good reviews. Remember when you sent it to me?
It got really good
reviews. It's a historical fiction, and Charlotte knows I've read a bunch of, I still have a few downstairs that I've just read that I've held on to. For some reason, like the historical fictions, they really resonate with you when you, at least I find that with me when I read them, the story has a lot of depth and you learn. I think that's another thing, is that you learn a lot from them. So I told, when she sent me this one, at first I was like, but then I went and checked out the reviews and I was like, okay, I cannot pass this one up because it sounds like stuff that I would read regardless of the fact that I'm like deep in the romance phase. Exactly. I will find time to read stuff like this because yeah, we have moments, right?
Right, exactly.
So yeah, and it was $1. This is what I'm talking about. Like the library will come with like, they'll come with like little stickers and stuff like that that you will have to remove. Then honestly, this one is kind of like that. I don't know why. It reminds me, kind of gives me the same thing. This one's called Looking for Jane. And this is very similar. Was it historical as well?
Yes, that was historical too.
And this one is historical as well. Tell them you're looking for Jane. So it's like is this 4 different people?
3 different women. I think they're actually moms or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like post-war stuff. A beautiful written meditation on the lengths mothers will go to for their children. That stuff is, I will eat that up because I'm a mom of 5 and you know, and I can relate to stuff like that. And yes, I will eat it up.
Next one I got is Ashfall Legacy. And I was so shocked to see this one there because I've been looking at this one for a while. It was on Book Outlet. And I was just like, I should get this at some point. And it was so fun that it was actually there. Mm-hmm. It's a sci-fi. I think this guy the main character is like half alien. Oh. And it's basically, he goes to go find his dad too. What's the theme here? But it's like, I feel like I'm getting more into sci-fi. Yeah. I'm getting more into it. Like, I was never really one to read science fiction before, but once you start, I think it was because it can be a little harder to visualize or a little harder to get into, specifically with like the different technology they have sometimes. Yeah. But the more you get into it, the easier it is to understand every time. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like for me, even though I think it's really a matter of the story. If the story can captivate you, then it's done. Exactly. Like it doesn't matter what it is at that point. Right. You'll be reading it and then eating it up, and then you get to the end and then you realize, oh, this was a sci-fi. Okay, I'm a sci-fi reader, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Not that I'm saying that's happened, but it could. It could. The next one that we got is called Soulmates, and it's like a romance story about like this Korean couple. Probably the most beat up book that we got. In general, it just has a crease going down the front. That's not my favorite, but we will be okay. Yeah, it just seemed like it was really, really good. The reviews were good, so I said, why not give it a go? It has a big sticker. I would read a little bit of the synopsis for you, but it's got a huge sticker covering it. It's got a huge sticker covering it. And then we got this one as well. This is called We Were Dreamers. Yeah, we first encountered this guy from Kim's Convenience, and we really fell in love with his like character and just like his personality type, right? Yeah. And then we've seen him in a bunch of other movies, but then the Barbie movie was like the latest one that he was in. Yeah. Anyways, he seems pretty humble, and it's really cool to see a fellow Canadian, you know, who's made it big and is out there like just changing is it the narrative? Changing the narrative? Because I don't think he came from wealth either. No, right? Which is what his story is going to be all about. He's going to share his story. We saw him on Selling Sunset as well because he was out there shopping for a house, and we're like, okay, he done made it. This is supposed to be like an underdog story. Next one I got is Brown Boy Nowhere. Wait, is that what it's called? Okay, yeah, just making sure. By Brown Boy Nowhere, and this one was completely random. I'd never heard of it. My dad was there, and he found this for me. He's like, what about this one? And I'm like, why not? I don't think there isn't like a huge story to it. I think it's just kind of like this guy, he moves and he basically learns to like where he's at, kind of, and like to make new friends and to enjoy life. And so I'm like, that sounds like a chill story. Why not? You know?
Exactly.
And yeah, I'm just excited to read that. That's fun.
Nice. And if you guys have been watching our haul for a minute now, I know what you're thinking. Like, oh my gosh, girl, we've seen that book so many times. I got this book for Charlotte, and I think I got it for you after you've rented it. So you rented it from the library, and it showed up in our videos because we were showing that we had gone to the library.
Exactly.
And then we bought a copy for you from Book Outlet. It was featured in the haul.
Yeah.
The Book Outlet haul. And I think it may have showed up in a video when you started reading it.
Yep.
Yep. And here it is again. Together. Charlotte's read it and she really liked the story, and then she recommended it to her sister and I. So we're going to kind of incorporate it in our book club again. She's already read it, but she doesn't mind reading it again. So
I would not, y'all. This book is so good. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Like, it's also by Talia Hibbert too, who wrote
the same one that I showed you before. Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and the Chloe Brown and the Eve Brown like series. So
I always just say I love like the UK humor.
Yeah.
It's so funny because it's like when you're reading it, I have like the accents in your head. I just like try to imagine it in like the UK accent, and it's so fun.
It is fun. This is one of those books that I've heard both like your age group and YA age group as well as like adults read and say that it was really, really fun and just cute. So yeah, I'm very eager to try it. And we got it for $2 in great condition. I'm pretty sure this is the copy that Charlotte probably borrowed from the library. Yeah. But here we are again, and now we own 2 copies. Next one that I got, it says it's a beautiful, funny, heartfelt analysis of what it means to be human. This one's called Set My Heart to 5 by Simon Stevenson. Sorry, I haven't been fully reading the names of who one's about. I feel like we kind of have. And I'm sorry if there's a glare as well, because being that these books are from the library, a lot of them are covered with like a plastic or a film. They do that so the books can be obviously much more durable, even though they're hardcovers. But that way when people take them out and maybe spill beverages or certain things, it just doesn't damage the book in one go.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why you can kind of see a kind of glare on it. It's one I've never heard about. Don't know a darn thing. I did review it. Got great reviews. $2. Money well spent.
Yeah.
I think.
The next one I got was Being Mary Bennett. And this cover looks so cute,
It
y'all.
looks adorable.
Like, look at that. So I think it's about like this girl and her trying to like make her way through life. And then she realizes she doesn't have to be like the main... Wait. I think there's something... Okay. This girl, she keeps comparing herself to, I think, like Lizzie Bennett in like Pride and Prejudice. And then she realizes that she's more of like the middle child, Mary Bennett, in the story. And so she's like, I don't have to be the main character to have a good life, kind of. And I guess it's about her and like her also like romance with one of these guys, maybe, I don't know. But it sounded really cute and it got good reviews.
Just stay tuned for her reading list when it pops up, because we tend to like to review the books that we've read, so you'll hear about it then. We don't know what all of them are about, right?
Exactly.
So,
yeah. But I'm excited to read this.
Yeah, it's a very cute cover. Okay, so this next one that I got is called Closer Than You Know, and I probably should give it a little wipe there in the corner. I didn't even see that. It's a sticker maybe right here.
Oh yeah, probably.
But yeah, this one's called Closer Than You Know. I think it needs a little wipe. It is by Brad Parks. And yeah, this one clearly just got donated. It has no sticker, no nothing. And it had really good reviews as well. So I'm not sure fully what this one was about. Disaster Melanie Barrick was once told is always closer than you know. It was a lesson she heard the hard way growing up. Oh no, she heard. Why did it look like an H? It was a lesson she learned the hard way growing up in the constant upheaval of foster care. But now that she survived into adulthood with a loving husband, a steady job, and a beautiful baby boy named Alex, She thought that turmoil was behind her. Okay, so need I say more? Because just that little snippet told us what we needed to know.
There's more to more.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it sounds interesting. Got good reviews. Closer Than You Know. Let me know if any of you guys have read some of these ones that we picked up at random, because it was picked up at random.
Exactly.
So this other one that I got is called The Ex-Husband by Karen Hamilton. Yeah, by Karen.
Yeah.
So this one's called The Ex-Husband by Karen Hamilton, and it's the same thing. Like it's a mystery type thing. The ex-husband takes it. That's not gonna be the synopsis. Charlotte, your name is in here.
Oh!
It's an offer she can't refuse and might not survive. Charlotte has an unsavory past, but she's on the straight and narrow these days. She was so young when she married the wrong man, falling for Sam's sweet-talking charm and charisma, and got caught up in his con artist games. That best not be you, girl.
Note. That's a note to them con artists.
So yeah, that sounded so good. And honestly, this reader doesn't look very long, huh?
Nope.
310 pages. That's as long as Verity.
I think you're gonna get through that pretty fast.
That picture this picture though, that's a little scary. She looked like she
Oh well then.
Oh
okay,
my gosh, it's by Marcus Zuzak?
Yes. Okay, it's called Underdogs by, as you said, Marcus Zuzak.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't, but I love his books. I mean,
yeah.
I've read like one of them, but I know what the other one is. So.
I'm not gonna laugh because that's how I feel when I like a book too. I'm like, oh yeah, I love them. But sometimes authors can surprise you, but I'm pretty sure you probably will like it.
I think I will. This is... Okay, so I read I'm the Messenger by him.
Mm-hmm.
Really good, 5-star. And then there's also he wrote The Book Thief. I haven't read it, but I've heard so many things. I feel like I've read it, so... But this is actually like 3 books compiled into one.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is like, why not? Why have 3 little books when you can have one thick...
True.
I don't know. But
it's not, to be fair, it's not that big. It is big, but that big, it's like an ordinary. Let's see, is the writing extra small?
Pages? No, the writing is not that small. It's only
oh my gosh, yeah, it's good size writing. Okay. That's not going to take you long at all.
There's like 490 pages in here.
And the writing is big.
Exactly.
Are we sure that's not large print?
This is close to being large print.
Pretty close to being large print.
This is twice as large as the one I'm reading now, so... I'm gonna get through this fast, I know that, and...
Did you rate this? You know that I was reviewing my books back here, but were you reviewing yours over there?
I was rating them, but I was also, like, pretty lax. I'm like, even if the book's, like, a 3.5 or a 3.4, I'm like, it's, like, still $2. Like, yeah. Why not? Because then I can just repeat myself, because I've seen people give, like, books that I like that have gone like bad reviews, where it's like literally like a 3.2. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah, like but did we read the same book? I'm joking. Yeah, but that's the thing. We know that books don't resonate the same with everyone. Yeah. It all depends on our circumstances. It all depends on our ability to relate to various characters, or you know what I mean? So all those, there's so many different things that play a role in whether or not we will review it the same. So that's why, I mean, I take my reviews with a grain of salt. But when I'm seeing like literally a bazillion reviews saying it's like a 4.3 something, I'm like, okay, that's like a pretty darn good like chance of it being good.
Exactly, right? Yeah. Yeah. I thought that the titles of these books are pretty funny.
So it's actually written, it has like 3 separate books, like with titles. Like, so you'll get to a place and where one ends and the next begins.
I think so. It should be like that.
Why did I thought it was just like a continuation.
Maybe it is. Oh, no. It cuts off. It cuts. Yeah. Okay, so I thought it's a trilogy in here, in this one book, which... pretty cool, right? The titles are The Underdog, Fighting Reuben Wolf, whoever that is, and Getting the Girl, which I thought was like really funny. Anyway, really happy I got that. Really excited to read it. Great author. Check him out. Okay. I got Aetherbound, or Aetherbound? I think that's how you pronounce it. By, who is this? By E.K. Johnston. And I've seen this one a couple times. And this is another sci-fi. I think it's like there's a whole pandemic disease thing going on in space. However that works, because I don't know if they can go airborne since there's no air in space. But anyway,
you never know, sis.
You never know. But it was pretty interesting. I think it's like this girl and her family literally cast her out because you're a waste of food and we're all kind of starving right now. So they like basically cast her out, and she like meets these two other people and they go on a whole adventure. Oh, cool. So there's a whole lot. It doesn't seem like a thick read or anything, you know?
No, it doesn't.
So I'm excited to read this. I've seen this a couple of times, but I've never picked it up. I don't know why. Like, call me stupid. No.
Well, you haven't read it yet, so. No, yeah.
Actually, this is one of the ones I made an exception for, because I got like a 3.4. And I'm like, it doesn't sound bad. Like, we don't know, but I'm excited to read it.
Ask Charlotte. I really didn't make that many exceptions because I was sticking the ones that really had like 4s. And I think the lowest that I chose was like a 3.8.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Literally.
Yeah. So anyways, this brings us to our next one. And this one is called, I was about to call it Sandra Brown, because why is her name this big and it's not the title? Can we put Overkill up here and Sandra Brown down here? Is this just...
No. Pet peeve.
Logic?
I do not like when the author's name, because the author's name is not the title of the book.
No. I'm sorry. Like, I'm no offense, Sandra Brown, but I'm just saying, like, I'm going to read the title and I'm like really expecting this. I'm like, Sandra, wait a second. No. The title is Overkill and it's actually hidden in the dark down below in small letter. The credit is going to you.
Oh, she wanted a whole lot of credit though.
Just put your name down here. This one is called Overkill. And this
book also has 2 of my worst pet peeves. An author's face on the back.
Yeah.
And
she kind of looks like Reba McEntire, if you remember Little Rascals. AJ Ferguson.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Super Bowl MVP quarterback Zach Bridger hasn't seen his ex-wife Rebecca Pratt for some time, not since their volatile marriage imploded. So he's shocked to receive a life-altering call about her. Rebecca has been placed on life support after a violent assault, and he, despite their divorce, has medical power of attorney. Zach is asked to make an impossible choice: keep her on life support or take her off. Buckling under the weight of the responsibility and the glare of the public scrutiny, Zach ultimately walks away, letting Rebecca's parents have the final say. 4 years later, Rebecca's attacker, Eben, the scion of the wealthy family in Atlanta, the ludicrous miscarriage of justice reeks of favoritism, and Kate Lennon, a brilliant state prosecutor, is determined to put him back behind bars. Rebecca's parents have kept her alive all these years, but if her condition were to change, if she were to die, Eben could be retired on a new charge. He could be retired. I tell you, okay, your girl is tired today, and I have a headache, so all the reading I'm trying to do is, I don't know. I'm just like...
It's going up to the brain, and
it's going, yeah, it's just being like... And, you know, sometimes, like, my eyes just see stuff. Like, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Evan could be retired. I'm joking. You know, it's
time for you to retire.
But you know what it is too? I think sometimes when I'm reading it, it's the ideas coming to mind. So in my mind, I was thinking he's going to be retired. If she wakes up, he's going to be retired with like all her money or something. I don't know. Why was I trying to... It made no sense.
And it has the same exact letters. You know, it's just like the I and R's
switched. Yeah. Anyways, how dare they put a discarded? Oh, well, I'm the real hero of this story because I just rescued this book. They just left it out just like that. So, anyways, I'm very excited to try this book. Cover is really wow. Why did I just notice her face in the picture? Did you notice that before? Oh my goodness. Y'all, did you see this? I never saw her face.
Well then.
Oh my gosh.
Someone's face just like looking up like.
Yeah.
Wait, why would they put her face up like that? Oh well, she's just part of the scenery.
But you saw it before.
I saw it before.
You just probably trying to say that because you don't want to look, you know. Did you really see it?
I did see it. I totally forgot about it though. It kind of shocked me.
So you didn't really see it. So you didn't really see it. You didn't really.
I saw it to begin.
You didn't really see it then. Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, that is our haul from the library, and I'm very happy. I'm disappointed I didn't get to go, but not really. I thought it was really still fun. Next time I will go together, but yeah. It was nice. You got to go with Dad, and Dad got to shop for the both of us and shopped you know, alongside you guys. And her other sister went as well, and she got 2 books for herself, which was really,
insert them here.
Yeah, which was really, really cool. So yeah, the next time the library is having a sale, we won't hesitate to check it out. And mind you, when we went, it was the last day?
No, it was the second. It was the second day, and then it went over a course of 3 days. Yeah,
so it would have been nice to probably go on day 1, because that way it wouldn't have already been picked through. Let's be real. If we were rolled up there on day 1, it would have been like, that's it. It's a wrap.
What? It would how chaotic it would have been, though. There would have been so many people.
Were there a lot when you went?
There were quite a bit, and we were the last ones to get out that store. Like, we went through them all, like, every single one. Mm-hmm. Well, so first of all, we went there once, and then we had to go and drop my sister off for her work. And then we went back again. Yeah. And the librarian was like, you came back! And we're like, yeah! And she's like, you guys get all the good books. And we went through everything, and she's like, I'm so happy you guys are like supporting your library.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. You guys
are supporting us.
That's so true. It's really cool. Exactly. It's really nice to go like, it's, what's the deal? Like to go support them. They're selling the books for super cheap. Like if I were to find like, so I found the other one to this book, and it was $6.99 or something like that, or maybe $5.99. Same condition. Exactly. So, and we got it for $1. Like, I'm so shocked with the amount of books that we got. I think I got 16 books or something like that. Yeah. And how many did you get? 8. 1, 2, 4, 6. Yeah. 8. And then your sister got 2, and we spent, I think, like $40 or something like it. It's ridiculous. So yeah, very, very excited that happened, and very happy to share with you guys. Check out your local libraries for hauls, for sales, and even for new books that are being released, because I've gone there when I thought they didn't, like, let me clear this up. I thought even if the library had a sale, I wasn't like getting too excited to go, because I'm like, they're probably just gonna get rid of their old books. I was actually surprised that they had all these kinds of books and that were new and so inexpensive. Exactly. So it's the same concept too. I think I was under the impression that, oh, I'm not really gonna go check them out because our library doesn't really cater to a lot too. Like even people of color, from what I've seen, I thought they never had a lot. And so even some of the new releases that I wanted to try, I didn't think that they would be there. And then I went and they had like a whole section. I was like, okay. So I had to like check myself and realize that, okay, I am like I'm jumping the gun and I'm assuming stuff. Meanwhile, it's not so. Check out your local library. If you don't, you want to save money, if you don't want to thrift, if you don't want to spend any, it's also an option. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed our video for today.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. And thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye,
y'all.